Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center to tell you about some big changes in the longer range outlook as we go into next weekend and this weekend and all of next week, as we are looking at much cooler temperatures and a lot more rain now. I'll explain why that's the case here in a second. In the meantime, we're still under the influence of a large upper level ridge. You can see it now centered just to the east of the ArkLaTex. This ridge will keep the threat of triple digit heat, as well as heat index values close to 110 in the forecast for a couple more days. But this developing trough here will break down the ridge. It's also going to play a role in maybe bringing some of the moisture from Beryl through Texas and into the ArkLaTex this weekend and especially next week. In the meantime, Robin's Stereo Futurecast shows a clear to partly cloudy sky across the area tonight, as tomorrow we'll see that mix of clouds and sunshine. Again, we will stay hot, humid, and dry with that partly cloudy sky. Tomorrow night looking clear to partly cloudy, and for the 4th of July, expect that mix of clouds and sunshine, as again, we likely will stay dry yet again across the region. Notice some rain off to our north heading into Thursday evening. That rain will begin to spread to the south as we go through Friday night, and this weekend. Now, in the longer range weather picture, you can see the ridge gradually breaking down as this trough develops. Here's the rain developing Thursday evening to our north, and you can see we'll see that threat shift to the south into the ArkLaTex Friday. Chance of rain will linger into Saturday and Sunday. Notice it is possible this could be Beryl moving into South Texas by the time we get into Sunday. This is a bit further north than most models are indicating, but it does look like with this trough here, this moisture will be fed up through Texas and into the lower Mississippi Valley. And the fact that this has come to light with the models, that has increased dramatically the amount of rain that we could see, as we'll see that threat of rain continue pretty much each and every day as we go through next week, with the rain chances decreasing late in the week as the upper level ridge begins to build back over us. Here's the latest from the Blendum models going out 10 days. You might recall yesterday I mentioned that amounts probably would be less than an inch. And now those totals for most of the ArkLaTex anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain from now through next Friday. So from now through next week, again, we're probably talking about that week span from Friday to Friday is when pretty much all of this rain is going to fall. So a bit of a change in the weather pattern as we start to see some tropical moisture from Beryl possibly invade the ArkLaTex this weekend and next week. Here's Beryl right now. It is beginning to weaken just a touch as maximum sustained winds are down to 155 miles per hour with the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center. That weakening trend is expected to continue as Beryl will move right over Jamaica tomorrow and then move across the Yucatan on Friday. And then you can see the shift in the models a little bit further to the north. Yesterday, it looked like we would see a path something like this. We have seen a northerly shift, and notice the blue line, that's the latest in consensus model information showing South Texas as a possible second landfall point, or I should say another landfall point as it moves into possibly South Texas heading into the first part of next week. Obviously this could change. You could see the average error of these forecasts going, so it still could go into the southwest Gulf of Mexico. It also could go a little bit further to the north, as far north as, say, Corpus Christi. So a Beryl, something we'll have to keep it on. It's looking more promising that we'll see more rain as a result of it as we go through late this weekend and next week. So a forecast for tonight in the meantime is looking mostly clear, very warm and muggy. We'll see a low in Shreveport at 81 degrees, 78 degrees in Texarkana, 77 degrees in Natchitoches. Tomorrow, I expect to see lots of sunshine, another very hot day. Daytime highs right around 100 degrees all across the ArkLaTex. Again, that heat index could surpass 110, so likely we'll have an excessive heat warning in effect again for tomorrow. And as we go through the rest of the 10-day period, 100 degrees again for the 4th, mid-90s as the rain begins in the ArkLaTex on Friday, and then we'll see those highs shift down into the upper 80s to lower 90s thanks to more clouds and rain next week. Overnight lows will likely settle into the middle 70s. So again, a bit of a change in the outlook for this weekend and especially next week. It now looks like, at least for now, more rain is on the way, as well as some cooler temperatures. Is actually below normal temperatures for a change as we go through most of next week.